Hello dear students, welcome to my channel Neha Jani Classes. In this session, we're going to continue with the first chapter, Evolution and Fundamentals of Business. And we're going to be starting with classification of business activities. So business is a sum total of industry and commerce. If I have to put it into an equation, it is business is equal to industry plus commerce. Now what is industry? Industry is concerned with conversion of resources into goods. So it is industry where the goods are actually produced. Whereas commerce is concerned with removing all the hindrances in the process of moving goods to the consumers. Therefore, commerce includes all those activities that facilitate the exchange of goods and services. Let us further classify industries. So industries can be classified into broadly three categories: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Primary industries include all those activities that are connected with production or extraction of natural resources. Primary industry is further divided into extractive and genetic. Extractive, from the word only it is clear we are extracting something out of land. So extractive industries include all those industries that are engaged in raising products from natural resources. So when we are taking anything out of soil, anything out of water, or from beneath the surface of land, it will come under extractive industry. For examples, extracting minerals from earth like coal, taking out fishes from river for further selling, it all comes under extractive industries. Genetic industries include all those that are engaged in breeding plants and animals. For example, rearing of cattle for milk, farming, cattle breeding, fish hatchery, etc. Secondary industry includes all those industries which are connected with using the materials that we get from the primary industry and then converting into finished goods. So secondary industry take the raw material from the primary industry and then convert into finished goods. Secondary industry is further divided into construction and manufacturing. The construction industry is engaged in construction of roads, buildings, dams, bridges, etc. So it includes engineering and architectural skills. Whereas manufacturing industries are those that are engaged in processing of raw material into final goods. So manufacturing simply converts the inputs that we've got from the primary industry and convert the inputs or the raw material into the output. Coming on to the last classification, that is tertiary industry. Tertiary industry is also known as the service industry. And this industry gives all kinds of services to both primary and secondary industry. For example, banking, finance, advertising, communication, transport, warehousing, etc. Now understand what is commerce. As I told you earlier, commerce refers to all those activities that help in distribution of goods to the end consumers. So through commerce, we are trying to remove all the hindrances that come in the way of distribution. Commerce is further divided into trade and auxiliaries to trade, or auxiliaries to trade are also known as aids to trade. Talking about trade, trade simply refers to buying and selling of goods and services. Trade is further divided into internal trade and external trade. Internal trade is also called as home trade, and external trade is called international trade or foreign trade. Home trade, as the name suggests, it is trade within the boundaries of a country. So home trade is whatever buying and selling that is happening inside the national boundaries of a country is home trade. We further divide the home trade or the internal trade into wholesale trade and retail trade. Wholesaling or wholesale trade is selling goods in bulk to the retailers. And retail trade is selling goods in smaller quantities to the end consumer. So both wholesale business and retailing business happen within the boundaries of a country. So that is why they come under internal or home trade, also called as the domestic trade. Talking of international trade or external trade or foreign trade, it is divided into import, export and entrepot. Import simply means buying goods and services from the other country. Export means selling goods and services from one country to the other. An entrepot trade refers to buying in goods and services from one country for the purpose of selling it to the other countries. So if there's any country that is landlocked, it cannot directly buy goods and services from a certain country through water. So the goods enter in one country. Let's say A wants to buy it from B, but from B the goods cannot directly enter country A. So there will be another country C that will be buying from B and then selling it to A. That is known as entrepot trade. So since all this import, export and entrepot do not happen within the boundaries of one country and other countries involved, and sometimes countries are involved, it is termed as external trade or the foreign trade. Now after trade comes auxiliaries to trade. Auxiliaries to trade, or we call it as aids to trade. The word auxiliary means supporting. So auxiliaries to trade do nothing but assist and support the trading process. Starting with the first one, banking and finance. Now banking includes all those activities that provide finance to the business houses. Business houses may need funds to buy assets, to fund their day-to-day expenses. So money is needed by every business firm. At times, this money becomes a hindrance. So the hindrance of finance or hindrance of money is removed by banking. And banking assists and support the trading process. The second aids to trade or auxiliary to trade is transport. Now children, let's take an example, or let's take a simple situation. Production happens at a certain place and consumption happens sometimes everywhere in the country and even outside the country. So there is a hindrance of place which is removed by transportation. Transportation takes the good from where it is produced to all the places where it is going to be consumed. So transportation removes the hindrance of place. Warehousing, the next auxiliary. For warehousing, what actually happens is warehouses store goods. Again, now goods are produced in a certain season and are maybe consumed in some other season. For example, all the rainy season items like umbrellas, raincoats, they are produced way before the rainy season actually starts. And when are they used? When are they consumed? When are they bought? During the rainy season. So there is always a time gap between production and consumption. So this hindrance of time is removed by the auxiliary to trade, warehousing. So it removes hindrance of time. Talking about the next auxiliary to trade, warehousing. Warehousing we've discussed. The next one is insurance. Insurance provides the necessary protection against various kinds of risk. So through insurance, the businessman gets secured through various losses like loss due to fire, theft, accident, or loss due to damage. So this hindrance of risk is removed by insurance. Next, advertising. Advertising provides information to the consumers about the products that are available. So if advertising is not there, the business houses will not be able to promote their goods. So this hindrance of information is removed by the auxiliary, advertising. So we've done banking, we've done transport and communication, insurance, warehousing and communication. Students, let us now talk about Make in India. Now I'll be taking up this topic very briefly and maybe can make another video on this topic, Make in India, so that you can understand the topic in detail, as it is very interesting. So Make in India is an initiative launched by the Government of India on the 25th of September 2014. So it was initiated by Mr. Narendra Modi. Now, as you can see the logo is a lion with a lot of cogs, the wheels. So it symbolizes manufacturing, strength, and national pride. So India wants to be now on the globe as a manufacturing hub for the 25 key sectors. Now these 25 key sectors I'll be discussing in another video. For now, all you need to understand is through this initiative, through the Make in India campaign, the ultimate objective of the government was to become a manufacturing hub on the globe. It wants to invite all the multinational corporations and the Indian giants to start manufacturing, to set up their factories and their facilities in India. And the basic objective here is job creation, that is creation of employment opportunities, to foster innovation, to welcome investment in India, to enhance skill development and the overall economic development of the country. That's all for this part of the chapter. Thank you very much for watching my video, students. I hope you've liked the video and understood every topic that has been covered. Please leave in your valuable feedback and comments in the comment section. Also, do like and subscribe to my channel, Neha Jani Classes. Thank you very much and have a nice day.